Okay, so I noticed when I reviewed the previous video a couple things, but what merits attention right now is that y'all couldn't see the function very clearly for a absolute value function, that is, in the general form. So A here, not unlike our friend H, is a little counterintuitive. K here, not counterintuitive. Nope. You do with the variable k what you would think. So, like I said before, when it's an absolute value function, it's like this. It's a v. Now, just like with the counterintuitive nature of h, and this can go into more detail, but for now let's just say because that's minus h, so it's sort of like -1 times whatever you put in for h. If you put in a negative number there, then that becomes positive. So you could think of it that way, or I just remember, hey, I do the opposite. But whatever works for you. Again, if that were +3, that means you go to the left on the negative side of this Cartesian square. Right, negative, sideways, infinity, sideways 8 is infinity, whatever. It's a plus sign, even though you wouldn't put that. Anyway, so a little counterintuitive. Now with A, if it's a number that's less than 1, right? Less than 1, like 0.5, 0.25, 25%, 1/4. Then it means it's fatter, it's more gordo. So if this is the V gets fatter. And then if the number is greater than 1, like 2 or whatever, right? If it's greater than 1, then such as 2, e.g. 2, 3, whatever, then it's skinnier. Ooh. Skinnier. The little v, the function, the shape of the function. A little bit of counterintuitive, but it also makes logical sense if you think about it, just because if we were working with, say, instead of this function, if we were working with x squared, right? You have 2 times 2. What 2 times 2? If you plugged in 2 for x, right, where x equals 2, 2 to the power of 2, 2 times 2 is 4. But if we plug in 2 for x, and we're multiplying that by 0.5, well, half of 2 is 1. So then on the graph, oh wait, no, sorry, I always think about it that way because I like to think about bell curves and stuff, but it would actually be more like a U, right, because you got 2 and this 4. Anyway, it's a little bit similar to the V, but anyway, this guy would get skinnier if the number is greater than 1, and fatter if it's less than 1. So 0.5, for example, where that's 1, it means, hey, we're not traveling when we go, okay, plug in a 2, and then it only goes to a 1, means that it's going to take longer, going to be more points to be able to stretch out further, where it's going to be a skinnier thing, that U, just like the V would be skinnier if it's bigger than 2, so you have, and then if this were instead of 0.5, it were 2, then that's 2 times 2 is 2 times 2 is 4, so 2 times 4 is 8. So then it means 2 would be, wherever that is, but it's going to be a skinnier shape of the curve. It's going to be the same principle whether we're doing absolute values or we're doing x squared.